that. I'm gonna have to go out and feed the birds, but when we go out to feed the birds, we're gonna have to put
now across the grieving city of New Orleans, memorials and vigils growing, remembering lives gone too soon. We also know that more than 24 people were injured and hospitalized. Yeah, he's right. Look, the Trump administration is going to face a lot of threats to our national security. The one with the shortest fuse, obviously, is terrorism. And I expect the Trump administration will mount a zero-based review of our counterterrorism strategy. We don't have a capability to find, fix, and finish ISIS targets in Afghanistan. They've launched external operations, and just by existing, they're providing the oxygen for lone wolf ISIS attackers like the ones we saw in New Orleans. We also need a better approach to countering ISIS ideology and more integration between the federal government, state, and local law enforcement as well. So I expect lots of hearings on Capitol Hill and new policies to be in place soonest.
Always great to get your insights, Dan. Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Well, that was the scene in New Orleans last night. Musicians playing the makeshift memorial for the victims of the New Orleans terror attack. Officials have yet to formally identify the 14 people killed, but some of the families are coming forward. That includes the family of 25-year-old Matthew Tenedorio. He was an audiovisual technician at the Superdome. His cousin says the sudden loss has his parents searching for answers.
We don't know if he suffered, in the ambulance on the way there. We don't know if he died in the hospital. We don't know if he was instantly killed. We don't know. And, that matters. That matters for a mother and a father.
Heartbreaking. Also among the victims is Drew Dauphin. He recently graduated from Auburn University. The school saying in a statement, quote, "Words cannot convey the sorrow the Auburn family feels for Drew's family and friends during this unimaginably difficult time. Our thoughts are with the Dauphin family and the families of all the victims of this senseless tragedy." Bill?
Sandra, authorities have officially identified the driver of a Tesla Cybertruck that exploded outside of the Trump Las Vegas hotel. He was a decorated U.S. Army soldier from Colorado, and police say that suspect shot himself before the car blew up. Investigators used his tattoos and his military ID to figure out who he was because he was burned so badly. Jeff Paul has the latest on this investigation from Las Vegas. That is where he joins us live this morning. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Bill. Yeah, well, police are only referring to the driver as a subject or a person of interest into what they are describing is a suicide with a bombing thereafter. And the reason why they aren't 100% confident in that ID is because the body was so badly burned, but they did find some things inside that charred Tesla Cybertruck that led them to this man, 37-year-old Matthew Livelsberger. They were able to mostly confirm his ID through tattoos, as well as a partially burned military ID and a passport. They also found 2 guns inside that were purchased just 2 days prior, and evidence that Livelsberger shot himself in the head. But as far as why this all happened, authorities are investigating any ties to terrorism, but overall, the motive remains unclear.
It's not lost on us that it's in front of, of the Trump building, that it's a Tesla vehicle, but we don't have information at this point that definitively tells us or suggests it was because of this particular ideology or that, any of the reasoning behind it. That's the purpose of the investigation.
Now, if you want to see them, I'll go give them their good nuts.
We're trying to find any clues regarding what pushed him to rent and drive that Cybertruck from Colorado to Las Vegas, where it ultimately exploded in front of the Trump Hotel. Defense officials tell Fox News these active duty special forces with the U.S. Army, a Green Beret who was on leave from Germany. A law enforcement source told the Associated Press he may have gotten into a fight with his wife about relationship issues, but multiple neighbors say they never saw any of this coming.
A normal guy? I don't even know what's normal anymore. I'm sorry. That's why I'm so shocked right now, but he was really polite. And yeah, he never talked to me about his military career, though. We never got involved with any of that.
Now, authorities did acknowledge the similarities between what happened here in Las Vegas and the terror attack in New Orleans. They say while they are looking into all angles, as of right now, there does not seem to be a strong connection. Bill?
Yep, still big time questions about the motive in this one, Jeff. Thank you. Live in Las Vegas. Sandra?
All right, Bill, the 119th Congress is set to be sworn in. Dominating the first day, of course, is the election for House Speaker. Can Mike Johnson keep the gavel? We count up the votes with incoming House Republican Conference Chair Lisa McClain, plus this. Chance of USA there. The Sugar Bowl goes off without a hitch following the New Orleans terror attack. Now, security concerns turn to the Super Bowl. And Bourbon Street reopens in New Orleans' famed French Quarter. Can a sense of normalcy ever return? We hear from the owner of one of the city's most iconic restaurants just ahead.
Let's get started. Bill, where's your mask?
I really tried sleeping with it, everybody, but I'm done struggling. Now I sleep with Inspire.
Inspire?
Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with just a click of this button.
A button? No mask?
Just sleep.
Yeah, but you need the hose, you need the air, you need the...
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
My name is Dr. Joe Mealy. I've been in tennis for 56 years, and I'm a certified nutritional consultant. I started taking Balance of Nature 15 years ago. I think most people think when they eat fruits and vegetables, this is their idea of fruits and vegetables. I had an apple today. I had a pear today. I had a banana. That's a
I bet you had a banana.
They don't understand that each one of those fruits and vegetables has different nutrients than the others. It's easiest to get those fruits and vegetables in a capsule with Balance of Nature. Balance of Nature has made a significant difference in my life, in my wife's life. I feel we're on this earth to help each other. And if other people can benefit from my experience, I think that would be one of the best ways I could justify still being here at 81.
Get a free fiber and spice supplement and 35% off your first preferred set by using discount code Fox News.
This is a call to all my fellow Americans to stand up, fired up, and will not let up. You're the ones this country needs. At Pure Talk, we'll give you a voice, along with unlimited talk, text, and data for only $25 a month. All on the most dependable 5G network. So stand with us, a proud American wireless company. Call Pure Talk to get 50% off your first month. This is your calling. It's time to answer.
What if you could tackle your dog's itching, soft stools, and low energy? Millions of pet parents are raving about Dr. Marty Nature's Blend.
Such a huge difference in her health. More energy, more playful, no more pooping issues.
I'm Dr. Marty. I've been a veterinarian for more than 50 years. The dangerous ingredients added to many pet foods could be impacting your dog's lifespan. That's why I formulated Nature's Blend.
Now you can feed your dog wholesome cuts of real meat, vegetables, and fruit with no artificial preservatives or fillers. Try Dr. Marty risk-free. Go to drmartypets.com/TV. Do your dry eyes still feel gritty, rough, or tired? With MyBo, eyes can feel MyBo is the only prescription dry eye drop that forms a protective layer for the #1 cause of dry eye, too much tear evaporation. For relief, that's Remove contact lenses before using MyBo. Wait at least 30 minutes before putting them back in. Eye redness and blurred vision may occur. What does treating dry eye differently feel like? For relief that feels? Ask your eye doctor about prescription MyBo.
It's halftime. Time to go to the bathroom. Never slams. Shower? And count how many full baths you have. It's a Jack and Jill. Selling your home to Open Door is so easy. You can do it during halftime.
The New Year's attacks as new details emerge inside both investigations and what comes next. Our primetime lineup covers it all tonight.
I want to do something new this holiday season.
Like what?
I want an outdoor experience with lights that are synchronized to Christmas music.
Well, that's...
I want to roast
What are you going
s'mores
there
at
for?
a fire pit. And there'll be special holiday food creations and winter cocktails.
Oh, you want to go outside
and
now?
Sit somewhere special and
After I
enjoy
came
them.
back in.
What
No,
about
that can
Santa
happen.
Claus, Mom? Santa will be there, and Elsa, and there'll be tons of fun for the whole family.
Sounds like you're really excited for Illumination at Coca-Cola Park this year.
What gave it away?
Good kitty.
Hi, friends. Richard Karn here. Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Imagine for less than a cup of coffee a day, Choice Home Warranty can help protect you from expensive major system and appliance breakdowns that your homeowner's insurance doesn't cover.
Call Choice Home Warranty now and get access to a nationwide network of over 15,000 technicians and the latest appointment setting technology so you'll know when they're on their way.
So, do what this old DIYer did and call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more. Call for your free quote today. Call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. Call 800-359-7814. 800-359-7814.
He's out there on your cat house. Look at this greedy bastard.
So there
He's
you
got
have it.
two
Speaker
peanuts.
Mike Johnson sounding optimistic as he arrives on Capitol Hill this morning. The 119th Congress is set to convene just a few hours from now. And their first order of business is going to be the election of a House Speaker. Keep in mind, members will not be sworn in until a Speaker is elected. And it could be a nail-biter. Speaker Johnson is fighting to keep the gavel, and he's got a very narrow margin for victory. For more on this, joining us now is
Let's get rid of this guy. Remember, he was Matt Gaetz' guy.
Congresswoman Lisa McClain. She is set to nominate Johnson today. Congresswoman, thank you for coming on. Thank you for your time. Just a short time ago on Fox and Friends, Congressman Jim Jordan, he expressed full support for Speaker Johnson. Take a listen.
Mike's a good man, a man of character, a man of integrity. Hard work doesn't guarantee success, but it
all
sure
the
improves your
congressmen and
chances.
women that are voting
And
on
Mike
the Speaker
Johnson
of the
has
House
worked his
today.
tail off as our speaker.
Just remember that Mike
Today.
Johnson
I think
was
he
Matt
will.
Gaetz' pick for Speaker of the House.
And you just heard Johnson is sounding confident
And,
as
what
well.
happened
He
to Matt
says he
Gaetz?
thinks he's going to win this thing
Just saying.
in round number 1. So do you agree with him? Does this get done in the very first round?
I sure hope so. He is an absolute proven leader in, he was given this daunting task and he's done a very good job of navigating the water.
He's done
He has a very different approach though. It's a very bottom up approach. And like you said earlier, we have narrow margins. But he's done a remarkable job. He's strong. He's an honest broker, and he listens. It might get, it might be a little messy out there, but at the end of the day, that's people airing their grievances and talking about what they want to see the conference improve. And that's really what we want, is that bottom-up approach. I'm confident, cautiously optimistic maybe, that we'll get it done on the first round. But listen, President Trump gave Speaker Johnson his full and unconditional endorsement. The coaches called the play. Let's run the play. Let's get to work.
So Johnson can really only afford to lose one single vote. And so far, there is one Republican holdout. That's Thomas Massey. There have been a handful of other Republicans who have said they're undecided, and some weren't too happy with Speaker Johnson last month when the spending bill drama was going on. So are you worried there could be some late surprises that come in later today?
I wouldn't use the word worried. I'm hopeful that there's not any late surprises. I know that Speaker Johnson has been working tirelessly over the holidays and over the last few days, talking with these members, having conversations with these members that have concerns, that have issues, that want to see change. I really don't think it's going to be that messy. My hope is that we get it done on the first round so we can deliver the agenda that President Trump and the Republicans have set forth that the American people have demanded.
Can anyone other than Mike Johnson get to 218 votes, in your opinion?
No.
Absolutely not. I just don't see, like you said, one vote. That's really difficult.
Put it this way.
I don't see.
Do we want
anyone
Mike
other
Johnson
than Mike
or
who's
Hakeem
able
Jeffries?
to get this done. That's again why I'm so optimistic that he will be our next Speaker of the House.
And then pivoting topics here, I want to talk about the attack in New Orleans. There's going to be a lot of pressure to get some of Trump's picks for his upcoming cabinet confirmed and confirmed quickly, especially when it comes to national security. I want to take a listen to kind of the flip-flopping the FBI has done
me, I'll bite you
in
back.
the initial hours of this attack to what we know now. Take a listen.
This is not a terrorist event.
Hey. Go back to watching the squirrels if you're not good. Yeah.
We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible.
We're confident at this point that there's no accomplices.
It's not terror, it's terror. There's other accomplices, there's no accomplices. What are your thoughts on hearing that?
January 20th can't come soon enough, and President Trump's appointments can't come soon enough as well. What we need to do is pause for 1 second, get the facts, and then deliver those facts to the American people. The world is on fire right now. We need to bring some calm and some order right now.
Thank you.
It starts with being
I stole them from 2
transparent
crackheads.
and truthful.
Actually,
so
it's a true
let's get
story.
the facts. Let's communicate.
They were doing a
those
demo
facts
job with me and they got kicked out of their apartment, so I let them move in with me for a week.
So that we can make
And then they
better
got paid
decisions
and
going
spent
forward.
$2,000 on
Because
crack
we
and
can't
disappeared.
change
So
what's going on unless we, one,
kept
first
their
admit
kitty.
we have a problem, but then two, focus on what are the
He's like a
solutions to
crackhead
fix
sometimes.
these problems that we have right now. And that starts with making sure that we get President Trump's appointments confirmed as soon as possible.
And a long way towards that will be if Speaker Mike Johnson can keep his gavel, because Trump is throwing his full support behind him. We'll keep an eye out for that later today. Congresswoman, we thank you for coming on, and we'll see how it plays out today.
Thank you so much.
Sandra?
And we will have live coverage of that throughout the afternoon. Meanwhile, the half-brother of the New Orleans terror suspect is blaming radicalization for the horrific attack. This, as the FBI says, the suspect was 100% inspired by ISIS. The Louisiana Attorney General will be joining us live.
But the FBI just told us yesterday
investigation. That
it wasn't terrorism.
If you have heart failure or chronic kidney disease, Farxiga can help you keep living life, because there are places you'd like to be. Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and bacterial infection between the anus and genitals, both which may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions,
Whoa,
dehydration,
did you hear that?
genital yeast infections,
Bacteria infection between the anus and genitals that can be fatal.
vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness,
That's
rash, swelling,
not
trouble
good.
breathing or swallowing. Tell
What's
your
this
doctor
shit
about
for?
lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness or swelling between the anus and genitals. Ask your doctor about Farxiga today.
With so many
Well, you wanna go
choices on
outside?
Booking.com,
Okay, let's
there
go
are so
outside.
many Tina Feys I could be.
Here we
So
go.
I hired body doubles. Indoorsy, Tina loves a deluxe suite.
Let's go, buddy. Let's go. You gonna show them squirrels,
Booking.com,
boss?
Yeah.
My son was always a happy-go-lucky kid. Never said anything bad about anybody or anything. He was 25 when he got injured. You walk in this intensive care room and you don't even recognize.
The need for Wounded Warrior Project continues. Your support is even more important now because the greatest casualty is being forgotten.
It was a real hard time for us. And then walks Wounded Warrior Project. That's right there is where everything started changing.
Warriors like Eric, who sacrificed so much for us, need to know that we won't leave them behind. Our donors help Eric's family receive programs and services that rebuilt their lives. Please join those who are already faithfully giving. Call or go online with your gift of just $19 a month.
Eric's come a long ways and he doesn't give up, do you? You just keep fighting and pushing forward.
My dad's in a wheelchair because he's injured and he was in the war. He's caring, thoughtful, loving, and he's a good dad.
My life is not what I planned
But Wounded Warrior Project has helped me get past the pain and negativity.
Please, call or go online with your gift of $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket as a thank you.
That's a very powerful moment. One warrior carrying another one off the battlefield. The way I see it is the people of this nation carried that warrior.
Please, give a little to those who gave so much for us.
When I started Bright Star Care, I had one focus, to provide a higher standard of
You don't have
care.
any food, mister.
Safe, reliable, nurse-led care right in people's homes.
Here you go, bud.
That's been my goal for 20 years, and it always will be. Now, local agencies are looking for experienced nurses and caregivers who have the passion it takes to deliver that higher standard of care.
I like the fact that working out makes me feel as though I'm back in boot camp. You know, it gives me that want-to attitude, gives me an attitude where I want to take care of myself. Where I feel phenomenal and I can work out every day and still feel like I'm a Marine at 76 years old.
Hoorah!
And I think balance in nature is a big part of that.
Get a free fiber and spice supplement and 35% off your first preferred set by using discount code FOXNEWS. You're weeks away from reversing the signs of aging with Cerevital Advanced. From wrinkle reduction to weight loss to looking and feeling younger overall. Cerevital Advanced is also a natural way to boost your body's own youth hormone, which sharply declines with age, backed by 25 years of research, and proven over and over by experience. Cerevital Advanced, the #1 anti-aging therapy in America. Learn more at trycerevital.com.
Want to save on car insurance? Insurify gets you the best price hands down. You really save $200 a month. Melvin's payment went from $389 to $164. Stop waiting and see how much you can save today.
A Chewy pharmacy order is en route for Summit, who loves the outdoors. So her parents use Chewy to save 20% on their first order of flea and tick meds. Delivered fast so Summit never misses a dose. For an adventure, for quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Welcome back. The half-brother of the New Orleans terror suspect says radicalization is what fueled his brother's actions. Brooke Taylor is joining us live from Houston. And Brooke, I understand you spoke to the half-brother. What was your takeaway from your conversation with him?
I did. He was completely shocked by all this. We spoke at his childhood home. Now, one of the things that the FBI said was that on the way to New Orleans, Jabbar posted on his Facebook page saying that he was inspired by ISIS, as we know, and that at first he was going to actually target his own family and friends. So that's what I wanted to ask, his own brother, how it felt hearing that. And he stood back and he said it was so chilling to hear that, just shocking and heartbreaking. I want to show you this picture here of the Jabbar family from the early years when the boys were just kids. His brother, Abdur Jabbar, is an adult now. He gave us these photos. He says they're 18 years apart and the family did not see any red flags. Shamsuddin Jabbar grew up in Beaumont, Texas, and went to Central High School. From 2007 to 2015, he joined the Army as a human resource specialist and information technology specialist. Then he had a quick real estate career and most recently working in IT again. Now, he says later in life, Jabbar seemed lost and on a, quote, path to self-discovery. He went through at least 2 divorces, had 3 kids, and according to court filings, was having massive money struggles. His brother says that he grew up Muslim, but he says Jabbar stepped away from his faith in the 20s. He said that decision to join the Army was just a way to get on the right path and really figure out his career. Now, he didn't want to show his face for his own safety reasons, but he spoke to us. He says his brother was trying to find a sense of purpose in his life, and as you mentioned, blames radicalization for this attack.
I think so, yeah. I mean, from starting from the military and then after the military, after his divorces, I'm sure he was looking for some type of guidance to help, in his life, something.
Well, maybe he did.
This would be the only indication that I have that there was some radicalization that came into play because, like I said, outside of this, nothing else raised any type of alarms.
Now he's going to get his 71 virgins, I guess.
Trying to identify that path, how we went from Army vet to ISIS supporter, and sources just told us that they confirmed that there was bomb-making materials in his home here, but they wouldn't elaborate yet on exactly what those materials are, Bill.
And that's very tough for the family to hear that he initially wanted to kill them, but felt it wouldn't generate enough headlines to do so. Brooke Taylor, great job getting that interview live for us in Houston this morning. Sandra?
Great. Thank you, Bill. Let's bring in Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrell. Thank you very much for joining us today. Had you on yesterday. I know you were sharing concerns about how quickly they were returning to the Sugar Bowl. Obviously, everything went off without a hitch. First, your thoughts this morning as I put this new FBI poster up on the screen, new images that have been released. I know you're still trying to generate as many leads as possible now that this investigation is in your hands. So what is it that you need the most right now to continue to investigate this situation?
Well, Sandra, the investigation is actually entirely led at this point by the FBI. And there was a new agent at the press conference yesterday who's with the counterterrorism
Exactly.
group.
What are we going to learn from these investigations?
He reported a lot more
if he acted alone.
I think we will continue to see a lot more information coming out with a deeper psychological profile on this individual. That's going to help everybody, not just us, but nationally, to understand, what drives conduct like this. And at the end of the day, we still have to plan for it because you just never really know who is going to be the person who snaps.
You plan for it?
You
carry a bigger fucking gun than those guys do, and you fucking kill them when they try to do
answers.
something.
He clearly came up with the wrong ones.
Madam Attorney General, yesterday you shared some concern that you weren't getting information from the feds as the investigation was continuing. Have you been getting briefed more?
Yes, they are giving us information. I guess I would say that we always want more information in a situation like this rather than less. It is a rapidly moving.
Not that shit. Oh, I don't want that. This one.
Previously on Dexter Original Sin. You killed Joe. Shit.
F is for fucked up.
The average response time for a 911 call involving a death in 1991 Miami was 7 minutes. The body had no wallet, no ID, no face left. 5 minutes for a neighbor to identify the victim. Another 3 to find the house. Which meant I only had 15 minutes to do a little cleanup. Shit. Okay, a lot of cleanup. Shit. Thanks to Miami Metro, I had more than enough tools to get the job done. Just my luck. Miami Metro was better than average that night.
Hello, anyone home?
nothing in here.
Wait. Is that a Van Halen signature series? That's the bomb.
Come on.
So, how'd everything go with Mad Dog?
He'll never hurt anyone again.
And why am I hearing his name on my police radio? Want to try again? How did everything go with Mad Dog?
Everything went well. But he woke up a little early, and I just cut the ankle ropes to get his pants off.
Why were you taking his pants off?
Well, the plastic wrap clings better to bear skin.
When were you going to tell me he got loose?
Dad, it's fine.
You let a half-naked man run screaming into the streets. I'm imagining that you were chasing after him.
No one saw me, and Mad Dog's dead.
What if he hadn't died? He could have ID'd you.
But he did die. This doesn't have to be a big deal.
It is a big fucking deal. Do you understand? There are uniformed police officers searching his house right now. If they find a sliver of evidence of foul play, this goes right to homicide.
You're not going to find anything. I followed the code. The code you taught me. This was an accident.
An accident means you didn't think through all the possibilities. You have to be in control, all right? If he woke up early, that is your fuck up. It's your responsibility. My fuck up was letting you go after that nurse. It was too soon.
What?
We rushed it because of my condition. I knew you weren't ready. Clearly, you're still not. You're going back to basics. Training exercises only. You are done until I say otherwise.
Dad,
and you do not leave this house until I make sure you haven't fucked up anything else.
Not even for work?
No fucking chance. It wasn't the first time I've been grounded. Just the first time as an adult.
Oh yeah, that was yummy. Get a couple of labels in there. Woo, birdies.
Thanks for the ride.
When can I see you again?
Soon, I hope.
Tonight, I hope.
Got plans with the team.
You know when you're free.
You know I will.
Hey,
Harry. Wasn't expecting you. Do you have an appointment?
no, sorry. I should have called. I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd check on that body that came in last night, found on the road.
Pedestrian fatality?
That's the one.
All me.
Any surprises?
Just your classic case. Truck versus guy.
Looks like the truck won.
Yeah, I doubt this will end up in homicide, unless there's some sort of connection between him and the driver.
Harry was the only person who knew my true nature. He still accepted me, and I still needed him. Unfortunately, the way to win back his trust was to do nothing. I learned something about myself that morning. Death didn't feed my dark passenger. Killing did. And I was still hungry.
searching the Shapiro family's residence, you stated on record that you found an anomaly. You said this remote was on the coffee table at the scene of the crime?
Correct. That's where we found the fingerprint.
You're doing great, Detective.
Elaine, don't go easy on him. Reed's defense attorneys sure as fuck won't. You've been in court with them before, right, Tanya?
Barnes cross-examined me for that nightclub murder. I wanted to punch him in his smug-ass face. There was a bailiff there. And, professionalism.
You could have taken that bailiff.
In my sleep.
Sergeant Morgan, were these full fingerprints?
Partial.
Did these partial fingerprints yield any matches?
We identified 4 persons of interest. One in prison, one deceased. The third didn't match the evidence that Miss Martin and her team discovered at the scene, which left us with one suspect, Mr. Levi Reed.
All right. I'm good if you are?
Yeah, great job, Rudy. Okay, Martin, your turn in the hot seat.
Oh, great work, Laura. Looks like you had a hell of a day.
The communes are starting to trust me. One of them even invited me to a weekend in the Keys.
You don't want to do that.
Why? Because it's dangerous or because you're jealous?
Jealous. I love the Keys.
Meh. Overrated. I'm more of an Orlando girl. Oh, I really want to take the boys to the Disney park I keep hearing about.
I'm sure they'd love that.
You're going?
It's late. I should probably get out of your hair.
I just thought after the other night, you might want to stay.
What happened the other night? It was great, but it can't happen again. You're my CI, and I'm married.
Yeah, you're right. We got caught up in the moment. Yeah, took it too far.
Yeah, guys.
So?
So. Yeah, settled.
We gotta talk.
You met a girl.
Oh, a girl. Park. This isn't just a girl. And get this. She likes me. Do you want me to find out her name, Mr. Randall? I can look it up. I got a friend of my brother. Were you stopping over? Oh, Deborah.
Deborah?
Mm-hmm.
Why so formal? Aren't you supposed to be at the station right now?
Dad told me to stay home.
You do know that you're a big boy who doesn't have to listen to Daddy anymore, right?
I guess. Deborah. Deborah. Deborah.
What the fuck? You're acting so strange.
When you really think about it, Deborah feels kind of weird in your mouth, huh? Deborah.
Shit! Didn't you see my note? These are for the volleyball team. How many have you had?
Just 4? Wait, no. 6.
Fuck, Dex. These are pot brownies? One would have been enough for a good high, but you've had 6?
I just want a snack.
Why are you freaking out? Haven't you had pop before?
No. Well, I don't like being out of control.
Well, this would be good for you then. A chance to really go.
What's up, bud? Huh?
That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got to get ready. I've got plans
Where's
with the
the
girls.
kitty, huh?
No, don't go on now. What if I do something?
The only thing you'll probably do is go to sleep.
Dad, please.
It'll be fun to see you all doped out.
What are you doing?
Catching up.